I'm just posting a couple places that I'm going to be live. I'm only going to be live for maybe about 45 minutes. I'm working on fixing a panel that I got done on a bag, and then I noticed the pocket had ripped. So I had to seam rip everything, and I'm going to try again. So I'm just posting on my Instagram stories that I'm live now to hopefully get some viewers. And if you're watching this later, obviously it's no longer live. So just give me a minute and see if anybody comes on. And then let me get my, I'm still kind of learning this, so I'm trying to figure out, okay, here we go. Oh, hey, Mom. Okay. I'm not going to be on as long as I thought I was going to be because my son has ACT testing today, so I'm going to pick him up early when he's done so he doesn't have to wait for the bus. All right. But, okay, let's see. We'll see who comes. Say hi if you're here. So basically I've made a mini modified Catalina with 4 card slots here, but I finished it all, and then I noticed this tear on this pocket trim, so I'm had to redo it all, and I'm going to omit that tear this time around, or that piece this time around the trim, so I don't run into that problem again. I'm not sure how it happened because I didn't notice it until that, like, the very end. So I'm thinking maybe when I was even binding it, it got snagged on this, my thread cutter. I don't know. I was quite not pleased, so we'll see. Hopefully this time around is a little bit better. So I am working backwards kind of with this piece, and I did record the different steps when I was creating the original bag, but because it's 75%, but I modified the slip pockets, or the card slots, so, and like just I've modified a lot of it, so I kind of am working backwards to get the size piece that I need. And originally when I did this, I didn't like the size that I cut. It was too close to the top. So this will allow me to make it a little bit further down the bag. I'm going to put the zipper pull on. I want it this way. So I have my alarm set when I need to go pick him up. So we'll see what I can get done. I didn't cut new binding. I'm trying to decide. I bought some fold over elastic from another sewist that recommended it on YouTube, but she sells clothing and she got it for like a swimsuit, and it is way too soft for my liking. I could see like if it's on a swimsuit it would be amazing, and it's soft. It's this stuff here, but I just didn't like how soft it was. I'm used to like a little bit thicker and more rigid. So I'm trying to decide if I want to try this again or if I want to just use waterproof canvas or fold over elastic, but in a different color that I have. Or I do have this dark blue double fold bias tape that I thought about too. I just don't know if I want to add the bulk of the waterproof canvas for the binding. So I'll figure that out, I guess, as I go. Just like, so this is the slip pocket now. I'm just folding over the top. It's waterproof canvas. It's gonna be a baby slip pocket, but it's a baby bag, and it's just, she can stick a chapstick in it or a pen or a pencil, whatever. You can never have too many pockets, and I'm sure there's use for all pockets. So this size matches the outside panel that I need it to be, so I'm using this as the back, like the inside of the pocket, and then I'll trim it down because all of this will need to get trimmed off because I added the extra on the top here. So I'm just going to clip this for now. Probably just baste it. Maybe I'll just baste it. I know. I feel like I'm kind of wasting a lot of fabric on this, but I already accidentally cut this piece out, so I'm just using it. Okay, so here's that slip pocket, or the zipper pocket, and then I'm going to attach this to the bottom here. I don't run out of bobbin, because this is basically take 2 on this bag. So I'm gonna trim these pieces down because I do have, these are the pattern pieces, the actual pattern pieces, but they are, it was printed at 75% since that's what the size bag I'm aiming for to get. These pieces I'll probably end up saving for, I use them for like snap stability and stuff like that, so I just stick it in with the snap sometimes. Now I think what I'm gonna do, I just want to see, because last time when I did this, I kind of sewed in a quarter, so I'm not cutting a lot of these like phalange pieces off. I didn't stitch right here on the edge. I moved these in like this, so I'm just gonna kind of see if I need to do that with this piece or not. Kind of constructing it as I go. All right, so now I need, oh, where'd my panel go? Here it is. It's upside down so I can see it. Okay, so I want to see. Yep, that's the right size. Okay, so I am gonna keep these lined and then just sew at a 1/4 inch. Hi, Nicole. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on for very long because I have to go pick up my son. He's got ACTs today, so he's getting let out early. Thanks for saying hi. Makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself so much. I'm rebuilding a side to a mini modified Catalina, since when I made it before, I ended up messing it up. Yeah. Yeah, he could have ridden the bus, but he didn't want to wait because they let the kids out when they're done testing, and then they give you like 10 minutes to eat if you want to eat, and then you have to get on the bus. And he's like, "Will you just pick me up since I'm not working today?" I said, "Sure." So I'm just top stitching these open. Okay, so my goal is to have it, I'm kind of watching on my iPad and it's not lined up. It's not in sync, but that's all right. So we're pretty dang close. I do have to like, it's my thread from seam ripping. I will need to like trim a tiny bit on the edges, but that's okay. So I'm gonna base this all together as one piece. And I ran out of bobbin. Ah, I should have checked that. Darn it. I had a feeling that was gonna happen because like I said, this is basically take two. Darn it, darn it. And of course I don't have another one. Yesterday I wore my not today bobbin shirt. I wonder if that would have helped if I did this yesterday. And I don't let it go all the way because I haven't adjusted this, but I feel like the bobbin overflows when I let it automatically stop. Okay, so and this is like a Tex 70 thread, I think. I got it off of Amazon. It's like the Selric brand. So I'm threading this through the heavy path. There's two different paths on this machine. It's the Janome HD9. And hopefully my tension's good because I feel like I have tension issues every time I like change it up a little bit with thread or fabric. Like I won't sew with TPU on this. I pull out my old machine and crank up the tension on it, and so do they like it? Do they like this machine? And do they have problems with the tension like I do? It's not really problems. I feel like it's just very particular about what it likes to sew maybe. But I did end up buying another bobbin case and some extra bobbins very recently, and I haven't even used. All right, back to basting this. but I haven't. She does have, yeah. See, so I bought the extra bobbin case for, because I mostly use either this, because this is what I bought for my other machine, because my old machine is the Singer heavy duty, and I did a lot of adjusting to get it to take this Tech 70, and but I don't think this is bonded. I don't know. Like I don't really read the details. I like the thread, but it does unravel a lot. But it's the Selric off of Amazon. I can link it below after the video. But I like it. It just unravels. And I use this a lot, but I also use Saya Swag's thread, and I have her 70 and 45. But I just, anytime I switch between the 70 and the 45, I feel like I have to start all over. So I'm hoping having that extra bobbin case will make it so I don't have to if I keep 45 with the one bobbin case and the 70 with the other bobbin case. Oh. That's my other kid's school. She didn't go to school today, and I think I forgot to mark it online. So I hope that's what it is and not something with my other kids. But it is the time that they do the attendance calls. I have the Titan 241. Oh, see, I'm still waiting. I don't know. I really want the cylinder arm, the Thor. I think it's a Thor 1341. Is that what it is? The cylinder arm. But then that will like I'll be waiting like at least another year because of the price tag on it. But I was watching Lauren's video this morning that she put out, her review on the, what is it? The little Thor? I don't know. I can't remember. Like the 06 or 16 something. I don't know. Basically, she was reviewing her new smaller Thor machine, and she had it put in a 20 by 30 table, I think she said. And she said that they do that with other machines too. So I'm like, maybe I'll go for the Juki 1181 and have them put it in a smaller table. Because I wanted the cylinder arm on the pedestal because of the space, because my room is small. But if they can put any machine in the small table, I'm like, hey, maybe. So, okay, so I've basted all of this together, and now we get to attach it. I need to find my stapler. That might be a little more helpful. But I did without the stapler last time, so. I didn't get through the whole thing because I really wanted to get this done this morning. And I was like, Lauren, you're distracting me. Obviously, she didn't know it's not her fault. But I was like, I want to watch this. Because I thought maybe I wanted that machine, but I'm pretty sure the Juki 1181 and that whatever Thor one is pretty similar in price. Not exact, but we'll see. I'll have to look again. But maybe he'll have another like So Magical Expo special. I know he's done that a couple times. But I'm interested to see the end of the video and see, because she rates it right in the beginning and I was like, oh, maybe I don't want it. It's for sure the price. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I messaged, I was messaging Lindsay from Lynn's Handmade kind of about the machines. She's like, if your budget allows for it, just go for the cylinder arm. So ooh, 5,000. Whoa. Yeah, see, it's about, I think it's 3,000 US dollars. Hello. House of Stitches. Is this Holly? Am I remembering? Maybe. Yes, Holly. Hey. I'm just putting my piece together. This is a mini modified Catalina that I did record the other pieces of making the video, but it's really modified. Like I'll show you this side. I mean, this side isn't too modified. It still has the zipper, but I don't do all the extras. But I did the card slots on this side, but I made them vertical, so you can still fit 4. This still is a slip pocket, but if I did it again, I'd lower it all. But the first one I made, my daughter took, and this one is actually for my daughter's friend who really likes her bags. So I'm still kind of like making changes and stuff if I were to do this again. So I had it all finished and I noticed a tear on the pocket lining of, or I'll show you, where did it go? At the very end. And it was like right in the middle. You see the tear here. I was like, how do I fix that? My husband's like, cut out the pocket. And then after I seam ripped it, I was like, oh, I could have like glued a tag to like over it, like glued it, but I'm like, oh well. So I'm just gonna go around basting this on because then I'll sew further in when I actually do the binding. But what would you guys do for binding? Would you do the matching waterproof canvas or this dark? Yeah, I thought about that, taping the thread cutter. I don't think you could take it off, but I don't use it. Oh, maybe you can. I do see a screw. I'm not gonna screw with it though. So I have this dark blue that would match, but you would see, or I have this super soft fold over elastic that I'm not 100% sold on. I have rolls of it. Holly, do you want some? haven't tried elastic binding. The first bag I made like this, it had a black lining, and I used black fold over elastic from Joann's. Has to be like 5/8 to an inch. Like anything smaller is it's too narrow because of the thickness of the seam folding it over, and you're sewing at like a very small seam allowance. So I like, and I know Kasaya just started, I haven't even looked at her website because I'm going to want to buy it all, but she got in some fold over elastic that I'm going to have to try with her new colors. I haven't tried fold over elastic. It's nice. Yeah, see, that's what I mostly use. Oh, see, I came undone. Shoot. Where's my stapler? I mostly use either fold over elastic or waterproof canvas. Sorry you guys can't see this. I had the camera on the other side, but I'm like, I think I just want to chat more while I'm sewing this. So, to use a zigzag stitch. This machine actually doesn't have a zigzag stitch. It's straight stitch only. And I don't think most industrials have zigzag either. My old machine, the Singer, no, and you don't need to because it's not stretching. Like when you do it on clothing, like the neckline or the cuffs and stuff, that stretches. So you need like the stretch in the stitch, but when you're binding it on a bag, you don't need the zigzag because it's not stretching. So you don't need that stretch stitch. You just sew it normal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It must have got snagged on that. I'll have to remember to tape it next time. But I decided to omit that trim. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I haven't sewn clothing in a long time, and I actually bought some of Lauren's scissor French terry and a new pattern that I wanted, and I haven't done it. I really wanted a cover stitch for a long time, but I didn't get it. And I kind of in particular and really don't like the zigzag. So if you're not using the exact matching thread, then it's very obvious. But it's fine. It depends on who you're sewing for and if they care or not. Because I used to make, like when my daughter was doing volleyball, I would make her little spandex shorts and just use the black thread on the black spandex, and you couldn't tell. So, and she didn't care. So, and that's all that matters, right? add a couple more clips. I'll just rearrange it, I guess. Okay, got that on, all attached where it should be. I was kind of afraid, like, you know, when you sew corners and you like kind of miss a little and trim it down. I'd already done that, but this is like a perfect fit, I think, because I already did it. So I just need to decide, and there's lots of strings from me seam ripping, so I'll just have to clean all that up. But I have 4 daughters that I made clothing for. Do you still make clothing for your kids? I feel like we kind of talked about this in my last time I went live. Oh, thank you. Just trimming this down a little bit. And then I'll for sure post pictures. When I decide. I think I might just try. I don't know. What do you guys think? I probably won't won't like do as well. You sew for your kiddos? What do you think? Does that look bad? I mean, obviously this one, they're all in their 30s. The last clothing thing, well, actually my youngest, she's 9, so she's still kind of, yeah, I'll do it. I'll wear it with my mom. She just asked me the other day, Mom, will you make me a romper? All right, so there's the blue, or there's, which I think she was asking because I made her a romper. There's the gray. But this is really soft. Or I would just cut. I just feel like this would get too bulky because of all the layers. You know what I mean? Do the lighter, the fold over elastic. Yeah, I'll give it another go since I have this 10 yards of it. And I don't really sew clothing anymore. Although I could use this for the romper I'm gonna make my daughter. Not sure. I can't remember. It was either a Patterns for Pirate or a Made for Mermaid. Is this 1 inch? Let me see. It's either 1 inch or the 5/8. It's bigger than. Okay, it's not 1 inch. It's actually 3/16. So here. It's 3/16. So not quite an inch, but it's over that 1/2 inch. Because I feel like the main stuff that they sell at like Joann or somewhere is a 1/2 inch, and that's just too thin for my liking. So, and this one is kind of hard to tell the right side versus the wrong side. I don't think it really matters, I guess. But okay, I'm gonna give this a go again, because here I'll show you And I still haven't tried like the bag binding stuff. I need to, who has like the neutral colors? So this is the 1" from Joann, but I feel like it's more elasticy or something. I don't know. I guess you get the same snap. This is definitely good for clothing. If you sew clothes and you need fold over elastic, I recommend that brand. It's very soft and it's not very expensive. I think it was like $7 for 10 yards or something. But okay, I'm gonna give this a go, but I think I'm gonna sign off so I'm not rushed to go get my son. Maybe I'll just clip this for now. If you guys wanna keep chatting, yes. Petite Stitchery and Co. and Ellie and Mac. Are those your? I see. I haven't done an Ellie and Mac pattern. Do they do mostly? No, they do both because Craft with Bethany and Charmed by Ashley, I feel like they sew a lot of Ellie and Mac patterns. You guys, Karen's my mom, so apparently I wore a lot of smocked dresses when I was little. I kind of remember a couple of them, but she doesn't do it anymore. They have everything. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll look. I like sewing what I know, and since I already sewed, you can't even see this. I feel lame. How do you like, should I lower this a little bit so you can see me? You know, all the old styles are coming back. Should we bring smocking style back? Or I wouldn't make it. Baby dolls. Oh yeah, the little baby doll dresses. Is that what you're talking about? I'm not pulling this very tight. I'm pulling it like a little bit. I guess it's, what do you call it? Taut. So it's not tight, but it's not loose. And I know some people like, they'll clip on each thing and then the corner just kind of falls into place. I haven't tried that yet, but I think I'm gonna have to look at the colors that Kasaya has. Start with some neutral. She has some, have you guys bought any of her thread? I really like her thread. And she came out with a new two new variegated colors that I'm itching to get. Check her stuff out. She has hardware. She has some zippers. I kind of feel like she might be moving away. I think she was discontinuing her size 3 zippers. Hopefully she'll keep the size 5 zippers, but she's got hardware, and if you're ever looking for matte black hardware, she carries it. And then, but I really like her thread. Oh, yuck. Yeah. So I wonder, I mean, I don't know how postal stuff works. I'm just cutting extra. I'd rather have a little bit too much than not enough. I mean, I don't know how like the postal and the custom stuff works. Oh, see, this is another reason why I don't like this stuff, is because I feel like it frays. But I sold, or no, I didn't sell. I bought from left and work recently. Yikes. I bought cork from, and this was a while ago. This was before COVID and the cost of everything going up, but I bought cork from, I think it's Cork Supply, and I had it shipped like DH something, I don't know. It's like a carrier rather than a shipping company. And I didn't think it was all that bad, and it was super fast. But I don't know where they are, like at the border versus not at the border. So I don't know. That shipping wasn't bad. So I'm like, why is it so much to ship out than in? I don't know. Does that make sense? But like I said, I know nothing about. Okay, so I'm gonna bind this. I don't know why I didn't think about this. I normally will sew and bind and then sew and bind. So this will be fun. I'm gonna do it later off camera after I go pick up my son. He's probably gonna want to get some lunch, because I'm sure he didn't take a snack for his snack break, because that's how he is. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I will definitely post pictures when I get it finished, hopefully by tonight. But I'll have to go pick up my youngest shortly after I get home from picking up my son. But yes, it was nice chatting. I'm hoping to figure out a time that I can go live at least once a week. And hopefully I'll get you guys to come back and say hi again, and maybe get more of a schedule. But I work retail, so it goes not a set schedule. So I do what I can. But thanks for chatting, everybody. And I will see you guys next time.